Hi guys, this is your girl Shema Ladd, premarital and personal development coach. I am here to speak to you guys today as we get ready for 2022. Okay, so I just want to go over some things with you guys just to gain some clarity before the next year comes in. We need clarity. Clarity. What's our plan? How we going to make this happen? So if you listen to my last video from this time last year in 2020, coronavirus pandemic time, go back and listen to that video. It's on YouTube. Go back and listen to that video I did in December of 2020. Replay it. Listen to it. Did you stick to those things that I discussed in that last video last year? Did you stick to it? Did you implement your plan that we discussed on that last video? Because if you did, and if you have been following me, and even if you have signed up with me in coaching, then you should see a difference in your life today. And you should be ready for 2022 to hit and to come. So if you did not follow the advice and the wisdom that I poured out this time, replay that video and start there. Start there. And I know that can be hurtful to be here a year later and look back on your life and think, dang, I didn't stick to what I implemented. I planned. I didn't stick to it. And now I'm in the same position a year later that I was in a year ago. And you should not be in the same position now that you were in a year ago. Okay, so for those of you who did follow my trailblaze that I blazed for y'all, let's just discuss some things. Okay, things have shifted. The money has shifted. The financial economy has shifted. The way we work and reach out to our clients, our fans, has shifted. The things that we're passionate about have changed. The type of relationships we want have changed. How much time we're willing to give away for return of money and pay has changed. Everything has changed. So now what I would like to do is set you guys up for the better in 2022. So I want to give you guys some input on even me, because I gave you guys some things to follow last year this time, but I was doing my work right along with you. And for those of you that have been coaching with me, you've been able to feed from some of that off of me. I've been able to pour some of that into you to help you keep moving along as I move along. And that's what a good mentor will do, is bring you along the journey and not just leave you on the sidelines to watch. So if you have not prepared and you want to, of course, you can comment on this YouTube, subscribe, please subscribe. You can find me on Linkden, and Shema, premarital personal development coach. You can find me on Facebook. And so I did some work for my next level. I'm ready to go to my next level. We just got through with a series of interviews, and you can go to the last video before this one that I posted, how to make your dreams come true. And there's some amazing interviews on there with women, powerhouses that are making 6 figures and headed towards a 7-figure for that million club. And so listen to those videos and glean from some of that wisdom and from some of that knowledge that they put out, no matter where you are on your road. Okay, so in the last video, we talked about identifying your gifts, your talents, and how to turn those gifts and talents into a business that will generate income for you. If you have not pinpointed what those are and how to generate money from that, and you haven't reached out to me, and you're still in the same position, it's because you chose not to get the coaching. It's one thing to think you're going to put a plan together for yourself and implement it. But if year after year after year after year, you haven't done it, then that should be your sign. I think I need to get professional help. I need to really get with somebody who knows how to make this thing move into a direction that I'm actually seeing headway. I'm actually seeing results. Okay, so here we are a year later. Do you think you have what it takes to just do it yourself another year? Or do you feel like you probably should invest into yourself and get some coaching so that this time next year, 2022, you're in a different place and you're happy because you're not stagnant in the same place you were a year ago. You actually moved. And through this whole year, I have been working on coaching, with my personal coach, my public speaking coach, you know what I'm saying? Doing some vocal training, vocal coaching. And so when you think of coach, where are you hung up in your life at? Where do you need to get unstuck at? Because there's all kind of coaches out there. You have fitness coaches, you have marital coaches, you have business plan coaches, you have personal development coaches, you have dietary coaches. There's all kind of coaches. Okay, so did you identify your gifts, your talents, your skills? Did you identify what you're called to do? Did you identify what business you're able to start realistically? Did you identify any of that? And if you haven't, what work did you do on your personal development within yourself? What flaws and kinks did you work out, or did you allow God to work out in you? Because if you haven't changed your mindset from a year ago, I hate to say it, unfortunately, you're not ready to go to the next level because you haven't put the work in. You can't go to the next level and think you're going to stay who you've been for the last 5 or 10 years. It doesn't work like that. Though it would be nice if it did, it doesn't work like that. And so what I'm really here to do is just to help you guys move forward, because I can tell you I'm moving forward. I just posted a film, Texas Walker Ranger, that I played in, and it was background role, which most of my commercials or movies are background role, but I'm prepping up for the main screen. You know what I'm saying? And even with my coaching, I'm working with other people. I'm collaborating with other people to help build my business or my practice in areas that I'm not good at. So is that something hanging you up? Maybe you're not good at marketing. Maybe you're not good at advertising or managing books. What is it? Because whatever that is, find someone who's good at it that can rock that thing, and trust them to do that. What do you need to move forward? Okay, I had a woman the other day call me. She just wanted an accountability partner. Can you just hold me accountable until I get it down? Can you just hold me accountable on my organization, on my timelines, on the things, I just need that until I get it down. And it's a habit, a lifestyle habit that I can continually do. And I know my business is going to go good. And I know everything's going to be okay. Okay. She was wise enough to know she needed an accountability partner. Okay. So, gearing up. I want to be honest with you guys. Even with my gearing up, I had to, once again, deal with those things this whole last year. What's in you that needs to come out, that's impacting or delaying your blessing or your finances, your business? Is it a bad attitude? Are you impatient? Do you get offended easily and your professionalism turns into something else other than professional? Are you inconsistent? Are you holding on to things from the past? Unforgiveness with your parents or someone else that hurt you? Because whatever is going on in here, I promise you, it's coming all out in every area of your life. It's coming out in your career. It's coming out in your relationships, your personal relationships. It's coming out in the way you do business. And in your mind, you may not think that, but it is. If you can't figure out why isn't my business growing, why isn't my business moving, it may not be something that's on the outside that you see with your eyes. It's really something on the inside. And until you deal with that, whether it's through therapy or coaching or, speaking to whoever offended you, until you deal with those things, it's going to affect the way you process information because your feelings are attached to your mentality. Trust me, it affects you. If it did not, I would not be here talking to you about it right now. So when I say put in the personal work, it's emotional and mental. It's connected. And, as a Christian, for me, I can say thank God that he's able to see and guide and direct me and work with me on those processes. Everyone isn't able or willing or dedicated to sit through the pain or the difficulty that you have to go through when God is really dealing with you. If he has something for you and he's saying, okay, I have something for you, and it's big. It's a big door. But the people that I want you to talk to and help and deal with, you got this inside of you and it has to come out. You have that inside of you, and you can't go into this place with my people and do the work I want you to do, and you have not allowed me to go inside of you and pull some things out and then put some things in and then make that package like it needs to be. Preparation. I've been a whole year in preparation, and you guys will hear about it later another time. I'm not going to discuss it with you guys this year. But I do have some testimonies that really validate and verify why I do what I do when I'm coming to you guys, trying to bring you along. As I mature in my spirit, and I'll do another video on that, but maturing in your spirit. People think you just have to mature in your mind mentally or in physically mature. But no, there's a spiritual maturity that comes along in that whole package of who you are, body, soul, spirit, all of that. It's a spiritual maturity. Are you strong enough to walk through spiritual maturity? Because it's not nothing pretty. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. Because the worst thing a person can come to you and tell you something about yourself, but it is nothing compared to when God tells you something about yourself. When God tells you something about yourself, it can hurt you more than a human being telling you something about yourself. So there is a level of spiritual maturity, just working through that process. And I may do a training module on that later for people who want to know how to be in a deeper, intimate relationship with God and how to go through what us Christians or saints would call go through the fire, the purification fire. Fire of purification. So it's something different. It really truly is. So as you prepare for 2022, where are you? On the last video, we also discussed working on your skills and your talents. Have you been working while some people have been out of work? Finances are not fun. They're all kind of funny, all over the place. But have you been focused on worrying over what you don't have and what you didn't get? Or have you been staying true to what's inside of you? Have you been staying true to developing your skills and talents? What do you need to develop your skills and talents? Even during this time, everybody had this unemployment money, PPP money, all of these things. What did you do with that money? Did you invest it into yourself? Because I can tell you in my studio, what I have a PA system. I have a microphone to work on my singing. I have an organ, and I can work on my tune. um, creating music. I have mirrors on my wall, one side of my wall. I can practice modeling. I can practice dancing. I have different backgrounds put up on another wall. I can do videos, whether it's for singing, whether it's for model, whether it's for photo shoots, whether it's for auditions. I have bought camera equipment, microphones. So even if you didn't have that much money, did you invest in yourself this past year? What was that investment? What did it consist of? How much are you putting into yourself? Because whatever you're putting into yourself, sooner or later, please believe me, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. Whatever that is, if it's in sports, entertainment, if it's in corporate America, arts, whatever that thing is, did you invest in yourself? And if your answer is no, the answer for you today is don't expect a harvest. Don't expect that to come back if you did not even put that in. And that's not just speaking of physical growth, as in I plant an orange seed and I'm gonna get an orange tree. That's even in spiritual growth. Because how many people watching this video now can tell me that this year, 2021, was a very odd and strange year? And how many people can agree that there were some things going on this year that you never seen before, you never thought of before, you never heard before, you never experienced before, things that you just cannot even wrap your mind around? And I may have to just second my own motion because, this whole year for me, even preparing and allowing God to work with me, I have been through things that I never even would have thought I would have been gone through or even experienced, and so there's something happening that's different. And it's not only in the natural, it's in the spiritual. Whether you believe in spiritual things or not, it's spiritual. Actually, you're not even a human. You're a human being, but this body, somebody could kill me dead right now. Shema not dead. My spirit leaves my body. Some people believe there's no such thing as a spirit. Well, to each his own, but we're spiritual beings. We're spiritual beings. So the best thing a person can really do for themselves is get to know themselves. What is my calling? What am I good at? What just I can't stop doing? Because 9 times out of 10, that's also what you're going to be doing once you leave that body you're in right now. It's connected. So I encourage you, if you're just starting again from the beginning, get to know yourself. And for those looking for relationships, if you want a real relationship, an everlasting relationship with your true man, then you have to get to know yourself. If you don't know yourself to the T, how can you tell somebody else who you are? How can you tell someone else how to treat you? How can you do any of that? Because once you connect with this man or whoever you're trying to connect with, it's going to be confusion automatically. You're going to have confusion because they're trying to go off of your vibe, but your vibe is wish-washy because you still don't know who you are. You're still trying to figure that out. Take a year off. No relationship, no man, no baby daddy. Get alone. Get celibate. I know that's a tough word to hear, celibate. Get celibate and let God deal with you. Let him deal with you. And I promise you, as you get to understand and really get to know yourself, the man you thought you wanted, most likely is not going to be the man that you still want. That will change. So get to know yourself better. Continue to work on your talents and your gifts. But let me put a side note to that. Don't get so focused on your talents and your gifts that that's what you're working on every day. Because what's even more important than your talents and your gifts is your relationship with God, you understanding what you're called to do, who He created you to be, being true to yourself and who you really, really are. And until you can be real and true with yourself and understand who exactly you are and what you were really created to do, you're going to struggle big time. It's going to be like a horse trying to pull a 500-ton cart that's sitting on square tires. It's going to be difficult. So just get to know yourself. Take that time off. Get silent. Get quiet. Meditate. Really, really meditate. Meditate to the point where you can silence all the voices and the noise that's in your mind. Meditate to the point where you can let go of all of your guards. You can let go of all of the things that tighten you and tensen you up. You got to let that go. And if that means going to a hotel for a week, whatever that means for you, get silent, get quiet, and meditate. If you're a Christian, meditate on the Word of God. Whatever word that is, breaking down the lies that you told yourself. I'm stupid. It's too late. I can't do it. Nobody wants to buy my product. I don't have the support I need. I'm too old now. Don't do that. Those are lies. And the word says, the truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. Hold on to that truth and speak it to yourself daily. Write it down. Whatever the negative thoughts come across, write the scripture down that tells the truth. When you understand the truth, it will set you free. You'll feel some unlocking here, and the Holy Spirit will start to do that work inside of you. And that's where your blessings begin to come from. That's where the doors begin to open and the lights begin to click on. And even if you're not a Christian, that's fine too. The principles of the Bible work for anyone who will work them, whether you're a Christian or not. That's just the laws of this earth. The law, just like the law of gravity. It doesn't matter about your religion. Gravity is gravity and is no respecter of persons, correct? Correct. So the same thing with the principles of God, whether you're a Christian or not, if you work those principles, the principles will still work for you. So, look into being more alone with yourself. Because it's better to take a year off and get that together so that the rest of your years will be blessed and move forward versus wasting 5 or 10 more years and now time snuck up on you and you only have a few years left and now you want to start. Take that 1 year. It's worth it. Take the 1 year. It's worth it. Okay. So as we go into 2022, you guys, if you want to start a better year off for 2022 for your future, building generational wealth, developing what's on the inside of here, how to unlock that. How do I reach that soft spot within me? How do I feel emotions again? How do I forgive those that offended me? How do I forgive those who have betrayed me? How do I forgive those who have hurt me? Who spoke negatively against my dreams, who did wrong to the things, my children, or the things that are most dear to me, who did not appreciate me, who did not honor me. How do I get past those things, to move forward? So, like I said, reach out to me. I'm here to help in any way that I can through my coaching services. Even if it's wanting to go deeper into the spirit realm, because I can go either if you just want to keep it kind of shallow or just kind of simple on the secular side, we can do that. But if you want to go deeper into the things of God, into the spirit of God, I can go there with you too. So whatever background you coming from, my overall point in all of this is to help people to live a life that they feel they're called to live, to walk this life without being caught up on the past and constantly looking at what happened to you, what someone did to you, what somebody didn't do for you. To live a life where you have financial freedom. You can live the lifestyle that you want to live. You can, you can take care of your children the way you want to. Maybe you don't know what kind of business to start. If you listen to the video, I just did an interview yesterday, and that was one of the questions, like, how did I start? And I was able to tell my story of where I came from and where I've made it to and where I'm still headed to. Like I said, don't sleep on your girl, because some doors are about to open. I've been a whole year shut up, just letting God work on me and take me through the fire and do all these things with me. So naturally, he's going to restore to me 100-fold. He's going to restore to me everything that I left for the sake of the gospel. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all see me, I remember Shema. I was watching her videos. And I would still tell y'all, I love you. Yes, yes. So I hope this is uplifting to you guys. Just focusing on your goals. I walked many years trying to get this thing down mentally, emotionally, psychologically, how to develop more and more with my business mindset. And so I have really grown over this last year, even from the last video we did before Christmas. And it's just been an amazing journey. So I just really lift you guys up, and I wish you all the best for the 2022 that's coming up. And hope you have your plans together. Hope you understand where God is trying to take you and your family, and the things you need to do to make sure you are on point, or you are positioned where you need to be positioned to receive the blessings that God has for you. So in everything, please remember to always have a heart of compassion. Always think about giving back to others and helping others to thrive, not just to survive, but to thrive, and just offering the friendship and the honesty. So if I don't talk to you guys again before December 31st, Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas. And I will see you guys in the 2022, rocking your swag and whatever y'all got going on, and keep up with your girl. Don't sleep too long, because I'll creep up on you. So see y'all next year.